Hi, it's Dan from Nancy and Dan Travel. Last week, we dropped a video on the McKee Botanical Gardens, 3 miles due south of Vero Beach, Florida. We had occasion to go there, our first trip, because it was our first trip to Disney's Vero Beach Resort, just north of downtown Vero Beach. Today's video is a little bit different and shorter and a little bit, unique for us. And we focus on adults and retirees and baby boomers travel lots of times to Walt Disney World on cruises in Europe and throughout the States and the Caribbean. Well, this time, this video is more for young families and for you grandparents that have youngins on a multi-gen vacation. This one is again about the McKee Botanical Gardens, but it's about the children's garden area. We were just amazed by how interactive it was and just so wonderful. Now, where is the children's garden area within the McKee Botanical Gardens? Well, it's right up here in the north left quadrant, if you will. Now, you see the admission fees here. Children 2 to 12, $10, children under 2, free, and so on, as of this publication, which is the end of January 2024. But when you're in the gardens, how do you know when you're at the edge of the children's garden? Well, I don't really think you're going to have too much trouble knowing when you're entering it. Do you? You'll see these guys. And these guys. And, that guy. Now, I will say we did not take as much video as we would have liked because, again, of the children. We were there, about 12:30, 1:45 on a Sunday afternoon. And I'm not saying it was standing room only, but it was quite busy, which was great to see. So, we're not going to record videos of young children and so on, but we did what we could, some stills and so on. But it's a visually beautiful area. Again, I highly recommend that for you adults, you do go back and watch if you have not done so already, and even watch it again. We're just amazed by it. The video, again, that we dropped last week on the McKee Botanical Gardens, we'll put a link at the end of this video, so you can go right to it. Within the garden, the children's garden at McKee Botanical Garden, they have an incredibly interactive area for children. They've got some rocky ropes of the Monkey Bridge, or strolling or wheeling way on the boardwalk to the Grand Entry Bridge. Very, very interactive. And McKee makes a point of noting that the children's garden is handicap accessible. There are water lily fountains and a karst splash pad for the little ones to cool off and have some fun. There are giant blue crabs. Okay, so they're not the real giant blue crabs, but nonetheless, there are giant blue crabs where youngins and olds alike can sit down and read a book from the little library within the blue crab reading circle. There's also a music maze. Really cool. There's a giant trail of blue mushrooms in the fairy forest, and you can follow the giant blue stepping stones to the fairy house itself. There's a grand discovery tree. There's even a scorpion pirate shipwreck. No, not your ordinary pirate shipwreck, but a scorpion pirate shipwreck. It's very, very cool. You'll also see along the way, you can play a scavenger hunt looking for these guys, these gnomes that are camouflaged and hiding in plain sight. As far as the foliage, well, it's a botanical garden. And so to me, it seemed that McKee Botanical Garden intentionally planned to have amongst the most colorful, as you can see some examples here, most colorful plants in the children's area to attract them to color. There's, again, numerous turtles along the edge of the paths for the little ones to find. So next time you're in the Vero Beach area, strongly suggest you head your way just 3 miles south of downtown Vero Beach. Spend part of your time at the McKee Botanical Gardens, and if you have the youngins, and even if you don't have the youngins, as Nancy and I didn't on our last trip, just take a stroll through the kids' garden. You'll have a blast. Nancy and I hope you enjoyed this video. Here are 2 more videos of our travel adventures to watch. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And lastly, my email is in the description below. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.